Hey, this is Alex from Franz Ferdinand, and I am 99X.
Hey, it's Steve Craig with 99X backstage at Shaky Knees, our final day of Shaky Knees with Alex Kapranos of Franz Ferdinand. Thanks for talking with us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, I have to, first of all, you guys are touring incessantly. I mean, you tour all over the world. You really haven't stopped in years. You stopped, I guess, make some albums, yeah.
Yeah. There was a little thing called COVID that put us stopped it for a while as well. But apart from that, I love playing gigs. You know, I feel very fortunate to be able to get on stage and play. It's one of my favorite things to do in life.
Nice. And it's funny because during your set today, which was amazing, by the way, and I'm in love with Audrey, the new drummer.
Oh, isn't she good?
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
She's the best.
She's just amazing. And I want to talk a little bit about the drumstick handoff, which I kind of heard about. Yeah. But you said something when you played Take Me Out that let's go back to the vibe of like 20 years ago and put the phones away.
Yeah.
I took my phone out. I'm sorry. I had to take my phone out a little bit.
You got to get a record of me saying that, right?
Yeah. But it was great because everybody was being respectful with that and getting into that vibe.
Yes, yeah.
And the thing is, 21 years ago, you played for us in something we called the Upstart Festival. I don't know if you remember that.
God,
the old Masquerade Music Park. Yeah.
Yes. Were the Killers not playing that day as well? Yes, I remember it very well.
And this was bands like yours were just starting out. The Killers were just starting out, and a few other bands. And that's the festival that actually turned into Shaky Knees.
Oh, is that right? Because I wondered what had happened to that.
Yeah, it just kind of grew. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Oh, wow, that's amazing.
And the last time I saw you was last Shaky Knees back in 2018. Yeah.
I was going to say it was 18 or 19. Yeah, 18.
Yeah.
Which was also very warm.
Yes. Oh, you were in direct sunlight, but you completely brought it.
I loved
awesome.
it though. Like what a good vibe it was today. Like really, really nice.
Oh,
a warm audience in every sense of the word. And, but it was cool as well. You know, I said that thing about the phones, and I like it when people put the phones away and just get lost in themselves without like having to try and record it. But to be fair, I thought the audience was very present today.
Yes.
I thought it was cool. Different crowds are not like that. There is this trend in some festivals nowadays where you've got to prove that you were there, and sometimes the bigger the name of the festival, like the more the phones come out. It's like I need to prove to my pals I was at Glastonbury or whatever, you know. Like, and it's a shame because the best thing is actually being there, rather than like those 6 seconds of Instagram stories.
Exactly.
You know?
And then, concert goers and music lovers our age, we know how it was, you know, to just get into the vibe, and you have that memory in the back of your head.
Well, sometimes I wonder about that, like, 'cause, I was looking down at the front row, and it's often the way with gigs, like the front row, there were a lot of younger people down there, and I was thinking, like, gosh, there's people here who are still in their teens who definitely weren't born when that song first came out.
Yeah.
And so they didn't directly experience what a gig was like that, and it was good.
Yeah,
you know?
And congratulations on the new album. The first in it came out last year, but it's been 7 years between albums too. And the Human Fear, seeing people, because we still play the hell out of Audacious, which is a great song. Yeah, to see people respond to it.
It was really good today. Like people really, it was nice. Yeah, that I'd say of the new ones, that one and Night or Day were the ones that really, really connected.
Yes.
Oh no, Hooked when Masterpiece came out. Like, so Peace, who joined us today, he's an amazing guy, and he recorded a version of that with us, and he joined us around Europe on a tour as well, and he's amazing. Like, I can't wait till he comes over and plays properly for you guys. You're going to love him. He's really cool.
We're looking forward to it. And when did you get into town? Were you here yesterday?
No, sadly we weren't. We were playing in New Orleans last night. Mm-hmm. So we drove overnight and didn't get until sort of mid-afternoon.
Yeah. I said you missed Johnny Marr's set, which was amazing.
I was saying that on stage. Like, it's a shame that we missed each other because Johnny joined us for a version of Build It Up, and it would have been great to have him come on stage. You must have met him before. You must have interviewed
It's
Johnny.
been when he was with Modest Mouse.
Oh,
we
okay.
Met.
Yes, that was cool.
But he pulled out some old Smiths riffs.
Oh, did he?
Which was great.
Yeah.
But I remember you guys played 3 songs together. I guess
that's
earlier
right.
in the year.
Yes, we did. He came join us for that one, and he'd join us for Do You Want To? We did a version of Big Mouth Strikes Again as well, which was a bit of a pinch me moment.
Yes, I bet.
That was great. I mean, he's the loveliest guy ever.
Yeah.
Like absolutely. I remember the first time I met him. He was playing with the Cribs at the time, and I'm really good friends with those guys. I produced one of their records, and I was nervous about meeting Johnny because he was such an idol to me, like a real idol. I grew up learning to play Smiths riffs on the guitar.
Yeah.
You know, it's part of my DNA. So I was really intimidated, and Gary and Ryan and Ross were saying, "Just go and speak to him. He's dead straight up, man. Like you'll really go on." I was like, "Oh, you know what it's like when you meet somebody like that you looked up to. It can be a bit intimidating. You don't want them to be a jerk, you know. Like,
right.
You know,
you don't want your heroes to turn out bad.
Yeah. And I said, no, it's cool. And so eventually, like I sort of built up courage, and I walked over to him. He was like, "Oh, Alex, how you doing? I've been wanting to meet you." He says, "I've been trying to teach my son how to play Do You Want To? Like, can you show me?" I was like, "No way!" He didn't even say take me out. That's great. And that's typically Johnny. He's like the most self-effacing, decent human being. Like he's a brilliant guy.
Yeah.
And of course, one of the greatest guitarists of our lives. You know, they're amazing.
So now tell me about the drummer Audrey.
Audrey Tait,
was it Paul Thompson was with you guys since the very beginning,
yes,
and
right,
a couple of years ago he leaves.
Yes,
I don't know if that's a retirement thing or if he's moving on to other things. But
yes. So I mean, I was going to say, Paul's been my friend for a very long time. I first met Paul about 30 years ago, and we're still really good friends. But he, you know, I was saying earlier, like I love touring, I love being around the place. It's not for everyone. Paul found it hard. Like he always did find it hard. He found it hard being away from his family.
Right.
You know, and he said, "Look, I just can't do it anymore." And you mentioned the handover earlier, and there was like he came into the rehearsals and literally gave Audrey his old pair of sticks as a kind of symbolic moment.
That's awesome.
And, you know, that's kind of cool. That was nice. But Audrey's amazing, isn't she?
Oh man, wow.
Yeah. She's got a real vibe, a real energy about her.
Where did you find her?
Glasgow. You know, Glasgow's got a very strong and a very close-knit music scene, a bit like Atlanta has as well. I know that, and I know a few musicians in Atlanta. I'm really good friends with the guys from Omni. You must know those guys. Yeah. And anyway, Glasgow's got this good scene, and when we realised that Paul was probably having enough, we sort of said, "Oh, who are we going to get to play? Who's the best drummer in Glasgow?" And it was kind of obvious it was Audrey, so we said, "Let's give her a ring." And we phoned her up this morning and said, "Would you be able to come in this afternoon for a rehearsal?" And she went, "No, I've got a drum lesson. I'm teaching, and I can't let them down. So, I could come in this evening though." And she came in that evening, and it was one of those moments. You know, do you play yourself? Do you play music?
I play drums, yeah.
Right,
but very badly.
But you know, any musician knows this. Like, you know when you get in a room with somebody and it just clicks, and you've got that feeling where you don't really need to say, you don't need to explain things. It's almost like a subliminal form of communication.
Yep.
You know, like it's purely instinctive, and that's when a band's good. And it felt like that with Audrey immediately. I mean, it's same with Julian and with Dino as well, and with Nick and Paul before. Because I've been in bands when it's not been like that, and it's hard work. But when it's right, it's amazing. It's the best sensation ever.
And you touring as much as you do, you got to have that.
Well, that's the other
really
side. Yeah. It's got to work on stage, but it's also got to work off stage. Because you know these people are not just your colleagues; they're your friends. They're the people they're kind of like your life partners in a way. You know, we spend every day with each other. You've got to get on. Otherwise, there would be no point in doing it, I think. And that's not just the band, that's the crew as well. You know, you met Matt, our tour manager, earlier, and all of our crew. You've got to get on. It's got to be the right people. And that's what makes touring a joy, being with the right people. And playing great gigs like Shaky Knees as well. That doesn't hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hopefully we'll get you maybe in the next year as just on your own. We would love to see you guys just doing a full set. You know,
I would love to. You know, like I love coming back to Atlanta. I'd hopefully get like a day either side as well, because I do have friends here, and it'd be nice to hang out a little bit as well.
Absolutely. Any plans for a new album?
So
because everything you do is like every 5 years. It seems like.
I don't want to wait that long next time. You know, like a few things happened, including the COVID thing.
Right.
But like a few things, and then we did that Hits to the Head record as well, and toured that, and that kind of put back this record a bit. But I'm kind of glad in a way that this record took so long to make, because the lineup of the band did change, and I wanted the band to be playing and knowing our own identity, knowing what it was to be Franz Ferdinand before we made a record.
Right.
There's no point in rushing into something and getting it wrong. And the Hits to the Head thing really helped, because by touring that, you kind of like understood the DNA of the band really, really well, and it meant that actually the actual recording was super fast. It was less than 2 weeks to record it.
Wow.
But that's because we did all that touring beforehand, and we rehearsed like crazy.
You're rehearsing on tour. Yeah.
To me, that's the best way to make a record. Write good songs, arrange them well, learn them really well, and then take as little time as possible recording them.
Yeah.
And records made the other way around are usually turgid and dreary, and keep the energy.
Yeah. I love this record. So congratulations on it, and looking forward to the next. Looking forward to you coming back too.
Yes, me too. Yeah. So like after this bit of touring, we're going to start writing again and get back in the studio.
Excellent. And you guys were amazing. I mean, the harmonies, just the band is so tight right now. So
thank you.
Yeah, just keep on.
I've got my amazing bandmates to thank for that. It's a real joy being on stage.
Excellent.
With
Alex,
people.
thank you so much for talking with us.
What a pleasure having a chat. Thanks for coming back.
Oh, yeah. Good to see you again. And we are just so, how can I say, for 99X, we're so proud to see you come from the Upstart Festival to where you are now.
Well, I'm very proud to see the Upstart Festival come to Shaky Knees as well.
Exactly.
And the only thing is, I'm sad that I'm not staying to see the rest of the bands. We've got to go to Tampa. Lucy Dacus asked me to join her for a song, and I'm not going to be able to do it. That would have been amazing.
You've got so many collaborations.
That would have been a nice one to do. But next time maybe.
Cool. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you very much.
Seeing you again.
See you next time.